Welcome to a 15-minute healing yoga protocol for asthma. Two essential parts to this protocol. One is gentle chest openers that allow us to breathe a little bit deeper, fuller, easier. And then a few breathing exercises that help us relax, become more calm, manage our stress. And so let us begin with the vertical trunk twist movement. Feet about a hip width apart, hands back behind your head, arms relaxed, elbows back. Turning to the right and a quick exhale, breathing in through the center and out to the left, back and forth. Lifting alternate heel as necessary. A fluid movement, leading with your hips and following through the rest of your trunk all the way to shoulders and neck and head. Relax and release. Coming back through center, the standing side bend. Arms coming up towards the ceiling, nice and tall. And as you're breathing out, bending to the right, letting your right arm descend, left arm raised, neck relaxed. Breathing in, slowly coming back up through the center, and breathing out and switching sides. A fluid movement, like a supple willow, waving in the wind, coming down just as far as comfortable. On the exhale, coming back up, standing tall as you breathe in. One more round. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out and to the right, and breathing in, coming back up, and breathing out and to the left. Coming back through the center, and hands supporting your lower back, preparing for a pair of standing backward bends, and then a tabletop. Breathing in with hips gently heading forward, chest opening up, shoulders rolling back, throat open and head back just as far as comfortable. And breathing out with hands sliding forward just above your knees, bending forward at the hips into a fluid tabletop from tailbone all the way to crown of head, perhaps the head a little bit further down. Right. Breathing in, coming back up, hands to lower back, and breathing out, descending into tabletop. And perhaps one more time, hands not quite at knees, perhaps thighs. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful. Coming back out. And let us now do a couple variations of rhythmic thoracic breathing. Palms coming to heart. And as you breathe in, arms extending forward and then out and back, a sweeping gesture, opening up your chest as far as comfortable. And breathing out twice as slowly, coming forward with your arms, crossing over through the center, ending in a big, tight, wraparound hug. Breathing in, 2, 3, and back, and breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a couple more rounds at your own pace. Slowing down the exhale, naturally shifting our nervous system towards a more centered, more grounded space. One more round, breathing in, and then breathing out twice as slowly. Relax and release, and let's slowly come down to your mat, preparing for a form called Camel. You're coming up on your knees. Knees are about a shoulder width apart. Shoulders, hips, and knees lining up. Hands on lower back. As your hips head gently forward. And as you get comfortable with this supported arch from knees through hips to shoulders to crown of head, now leaning back on your knees, gently dropping your arms so your hands come to rest on your heels. And using your arms for support, Gently deepening this backward bend from knees through hips, through shoulders and beyond on each successive inhale. Breathing with chest and abdomen relaxed, feeling each breath moment by moment. 3 to 5 to 7 breaths, no more than half a minute or so in this form. Relax and release, and gently coming down with your heels and your hips coming close together, tucking your chin in towards your chest, breathing, swallowing to relax your airway, and gently descending with the crown of your head heading down to the mat, forehead just as close to your knees as you're comfortable. Reaching back with arms, holding onto your heels, and as you use your arms for leverage, hips coming up towards the ceiling, arms straightening out, and then on each successive exhale, that big rounding of your middle back, that peeling apart of your shoulder blades, deepening this forward fold on each successive exhale. Once again, 3 to 5, at most 7 breaths, 20 to 30 seconds, no more. Relax and release. Slowly coming back up, sitting, and now preparing to come down, lying down on your belly, lying prone. We're going to prepare for bow, a beautiful, gentle thoracic spine backward bend, chin resting on mat, knees flexed, reaching back with extended arms, trying to hold on to your ankles. And now a symmetric lift of shoulders and knees. As you breathe in, head and shoulders coming up off the mat and lifting your knees up as well. Breathing out, gently coming back down to the mat. Breathing in, coming up into bow, and breathing out and down. And this next time, coming up into the pose and perhaps trying to sustain this for just a few breaths, a gentle deepening of bow on each successive inhale. Relax and release. Coming down onto the mat, hands coming forward, pushing up with your arms and scooting back with your hips towards heels to come to rest in child. Folding forward at the hips, allowing your forehead to come down towards the mat, wherever it lands. Arms extended, relaxed. Breathing with chest and abdomen relaxed. Continuing to feel each breath, moment by moment, keeping your chest, your abdomen as relaxed as possible. And slowly coming back up to sitting, and then transitioning to lying down on your back. Knees bent, feet about a shoulder width apart, arms on either side of your torso, palms facing down. Preparing for bridge. First is a movement before we hold the form. Breathing in with belly up and out, pelvis tilting forward, hips rising with buttocks tightened, chin heading in towards chest. Breathing out, gently lowering your hips to the mat, belly in towards spine, pelvis tucking in towards your belly button, buttocks relaxed. Just back and forth at your own pace, coming into bridge as you breathe in, descending as you breathe out. And now let us prepare to sustain, walking your heels back towards your hips, reaching out with extended arms, trying to hold on to ankles. And as you breathe in, with abdomen up and out, hips up, buttocks tighten, chest opening up and shoulders rolling back. And let us sustain for just a few breaths. A gentle deepening of this arch from knees through hips to the very tops of your shoulders on each successive inhale. Relax and release. Gently lowering your hips to the mat and lifting your feet up off the mat with heels and knees together. Coming to rest in knees to chest. Arms either wrapped around above your knees or else back of knees. A big hug. Breathing deeply. Allowing your lower back to lengthen. Your neck extended as well with a hint of chin to chest, even as the back of your head rests on the mat. A gentle release of your entire spine, and that big comforting hug, that little gesture of self-love, self-care, that little hint of reassurance. I'm going to be okay. Relax and release, turning to your left side, and let's come up sitting as we prepare for fish. Legs extended, elbows coming down on your mat, forearms parallel, pushing off against the floor. And now, as you breathe in, chest opening up, shoulders rolling back, throat open and head back, just as far as you're comfortable. Sensing this backward bend unfold, the support of your arms and hips. And then as you slide your arms forward, elbows towards hips, gently lowering the crown of your head to the mat, wherever you're comfortable. And even as you use your arms for support as well as leverage, working into this backward bend just as far as possible, from hips, your entire spine, all the way to top of head. Breathing with chest and abdomen relaxed, a gentle deepening of this backward bend on each successive inhale. Relax and release, lifting your head up off the mat, tucking your chin in towards chest, and gently lowering your head to the mat. And now, preparing to come into the final relaxation pose, arms on either side of your torso, palms facing up, heels apart, a gentle scan from head to toe as you let go of any tension, any clenching, any tightening anywhere. Eyes and mouth softened and relaxed. Shoulders and hips gently melting into the floor. Arms and legs relaxed all the way out to your fingertips, your toes. Your breath natural and spontaneous, free and effortless. Chest and abdomen rising as you breathe in and descending as you breathe out. Bringing your dominant hand to rest on your belly. 2 more layers to this breathing with awareness, adding the familiar rhythm into 4. Out twice as slowly to 8 at your own pace. And as you breathe into 4, actively pushing your belly hand up and away, and breathing out twice as slowly, actively pulling your belly in towards your spine. Deep, rhythmic, belly breathing at your own pace. Not only mimicking our breathing in deep states of relaxation with this foundational ratio, 1:2, in to out, but also this active engagement of your belly, your abdomen, so that your diaphragm moves down as you breathe in towards your belly button, allowing your lungs to fill more deeply with air. And as you push your belly in towards your spine, scooting your diaphragm up towards your chest, allowing a more complete exhale. Continuing to feel each breath moment by moment. Additionally, the sound of this chime, helping your mind focus in the present, listening intently. Once again, even as you continue this bit of rhythmic belly breathing, listening intently for the very last trace of sound. And one last time, allowing the sound of this chime to pull your mind into the present as comprehensively as possible, gently letting go of past and future. Bringing your arm, your hand back to the mat, relaxing and breathing naturally, continuing to feel each breath, moment by moment, to watch each thought as it arises on the surface of your mind, breath by breath, moment by moment.